Welcome back to the Amazing Smart channel. Today we're going to recycle a broken speaker into a mini induction stove. If you enjoy this, don't forget to like and subscribe to support us. Using a heat gun to begin, we need to dismantle the broken speaker. The first tool is the heat gun. Using a heat gun is very important. It softens the glue, plastic, and solder joints inside the speaker, making it easier to remove the components. When heating, pay attention to the temperature. Don't set it too high, or you might deform the magnet or burn the metal parts. The heat gun acts like a key that unlocks the first step of recycling. Without this step, removing the magnet from the speaker would be very difficult. Imagine the speaker as a tightly bonded block, and the heat gun is the safe way to break that bond. While heating, move the gun evenly and avoid focusing too long on one spot. This helps distribute the heat and prevents localized damage. A useful tip is to heat around the rim of the speaker in a circular motion, then gradually move inward. Once the glue softens, you can use a screwdriver or pliers to assist in removing the parts. Two, removing the magnet after heating. The next step is to remove the magnet from the speaker. The magnet is the heart of this project. It will generate the magnetic field once we wrap copper wire around it. Speaker magnets usually have very strong force. Be careful not to pinch your fingers when removing it. Use pliers or specialized tools to lift the magnet out of the frame. If it sticks too tightly, apply a bit more heat to soften the remaining glue. Once removed, check the magnet's surface. If there are iron filings or small metal fragments, clean them off. This ensures that the copper wire winding will be neat and effective. The cleaner the magnet, the more stable the magnetic field it produces. 3. Wrapping copper wire around the magnet. The next step is to wrap copper wire around the magnet. This is the most important part, as it creates the induction coil, the foundation of the stove. Choose copper wire with a thin insulation layer, typically used in motors or transformers. When winding, keep the coils tight and even with minimal gaps. The more turns you make, the stronger the magnetic field. But balance it so the coil doesn't become too bulky to fix in place. Handy trick is to use a temporary frame to hold the wire while winding to avoid tangling. When finished, leave two ends of the wire exposed for connection to the capacitor and power source later. This process requires patience. Each turn of wire is a step towards success. If wound carelessly, the coil will be uneven, producing a weak and unstable magnetic field. before. Fixing the magnet to a wooden block after winding, we need to fix the magnet onto a small wooden block. The wood acts as a base, keeping the magnet and coil stable when a pan is placed on top. You can use glue or screws to secure it firmly. The key is to ensure the coil doesn't unravel and the magnet stays in position. If the magnet shifts, the magnetic field won't be focused, reducing cooking efficiency. The wooden block also provides insulation, preventing the magnet from touching other metal surfaces. This is an important safety measure when working with electricity. Using a capacitor and electrical wire. Now prepare a capacitor and a piece of electrical wire. The capacitor stabilizes the current, preventing fluctuations when connected to the battery. The wire connects all the components together. Attach the capacitor to the two ends of the copper wire. Then connect the electrical wire to prepare for the crocodile clips. Make sure all joints are well insulated to avoid leakage. Think of the capacitor as a gatekeeper, ensuring the current flowing into the coil remains stable. Without it, the current could fluctuate, overheating the copper wire and damaging the system. Attaching crocodile clips next. Attach the crocodile clips to the ends of the wire. These clips make connecting to the power source easy and flexible. Ensure the clips are tight and secure. Loose clips can cause sparks when current flows, which is dangerous. A useful tip is to lightly solder the wire to the clip before tightening. For extra durability, the crocodile clips act as a bridge between the system and the battery. Thanks to them, you can easily connect and disconnect without permanent fixtures. 7. Connecting to the battery. This is the crucial step. Connect the entire system to the battery. Clip the crocodile clips onto the positive and negative terminals of the battery. When current flows through the copper coil, a magnetic field is generated, and we now have a working mini induction stove. Important note, choose a battery with suitable voltage. Too high a voltage can burn the copper wire or damage the capacitor. A 12 volts battery is generally safe for testing. When connected, you may notice the copper wire warming slightly. This indicates the magnetic field is active. If the wire overheats, check the number of turns or the capacitor quality. Checking with a thermometer before cooking. Use a thermometer to check. Place the sensor near the coil or on the pan surface to see how the temperature rises. If the temperature increases steadily, the system is working well. If not, recheck the connections or the coil winding. Measuring temperature ensures the mini stove can heat the pan effectively. 8. Placing the pan once. Confirmed. Place a metal pan on top of the coil. The pan absorbs energy from the magnetic field and heats up. This is the moment you see the magic of recycling a broken speaker into an induction stove. The pan heats without any flame, truly amazing. Next, pour cooking oil into the pan. As the oil heats, you'll see bubbles forming. This is clear proof that the mini induction stove is working successfully. Now, for the fun part. Crack eggs into the pan. The eggs begin to cook, the whites solidify, and the yolks change color. This is undeniable evidence that the broken speaker has been transformed into a stove, capable of real cooking. When the eggs are golden and fragrant, we can conclude the project is a success. A discarded speaker has now become a mini induction stove that can fry eggs. We have completed the project of recycling a broken speaker into an induction stove. This was a fascinating experience, learning physics principles, reusing old materials, and even cooking food. If you found this video interesting and useful, please like and subscribe to Amazing Smart to support us. Thank you for watching, and see you again in the next creative project.